Hello and welcome, Exiles, to the day one update to the Mana Righteous Fire Hierophant. Let's go ahead and get into a map. Just for full disclosure, progression we've made on the character has been 11 hours of playtime, and we got almost 100 map completion. We're closing in on completing our Atlas, and we've got our 2 Void Stones. This, for me, has been probably one of my smoothest league starts, I'll say. Like, it was like... We did the Firecaster leveling, Armor Brand and Firestorm, which is just, it's a good campaign, but once you get into maps, it starts to be like, this isn't great. This isn't what I want to be. But the moment we got Ivory Tower, Mind Spiral, Rise of the Phoenix, that basic initial gear set, instantly our character became, holy crap, I'm having fun. The big AoE from Arcane of Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion, very fun. This level, we're at 500k tooltip on Righteous Fire right now for RF Arcane Devotion. This tooltip, I think, is very good for a Righteous Fire build this early on. Righteous Fire builds normally at this level of gear, level 90, fresh out of a league start level, 10 hours played. I feel like I'd be closer to like 200-300k. So Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion is kind of showing up. We got like a pretty good mana pool already, 7k. And that number is only going to go up quite a lot as we get better and better items. So I guess we'll do a Hive Fortress real quick here. See if we can get some Valborn items for the boys. Currently the biggest issue with this character is the fact that Ivory Tower, there's not a lot on the market yet. If you're following the build, don't panic. It is a T3. They're going to start getting generated en masse when the larger portion of players get to maps. It's a levels like 67 items, so it just doesn't come on trade for a bit of time initially because of it being a T3 level 67. People can't even drop it until they're like in Act 10 or higher, and we're only 15 hours in the league, 16 hours in the league, something like that. So it's really, really early on. I checked Pee-wee Ninja. There's about 10 characters that have one already, and right now I don't think there's one on trade. So there's been like 10 or 11 that have been generated. Maybe a couple more if somebody has bought one but just hasn't put it on yet, but you get the idea. Right now, it's really limited supply. Don't panic. Don't like overpay 2-3 divines if one gets posted for that much. Just chill out a bit. They're going to come on trade and they're going to start to get saturated as people start actually playing the league. Few things so far. I would say about the character that I always get questions is, how do you deal with chaos damage? That's exactly why we're wearing this chest piece. Chaos damage is taken from mana before life, which means the chaos that would go past our ES then goes to our mana pool. Just thought I'd address that because I just people seem to ask that a lot, so I'm just gonna continue to address that. As for how we leveled with it, I was initially thinking about going to Archmage, but I just stuck with Armor Brand plus Firestorm as basically doing some initial heists, getting my currency built up, and that went fine. You can play as Archmage a little bit later if Ivory Tower still seems somewhat expensive. Archmage will do much better in maps. It's a very strong mapping setup, like early game power spikes. You don't need Valborn Kikazarus right away. You can use regular Kikazarus. I have a regular Kikazaru right now and one Valborn item. I'm just going to naturally farm my own Valborn Kikazaru. It's a really common outcome from the tree, and I don't really want to overpay for it because, quite frankly, I'm going to get one from the tree. I'm working on setting up my Ancient Womb Gift tree as we speak, and it's been going pretty well, getting progress on that. I don't think I can pull up my Womb Gift tree while I'm in the Atlas, but regardless, I've done a lot of Ancient Womb Gifts. The Valborn Kikazaru is a common item. Don't overpay for that. Just get some regular Kikazarus for a couple chaos. You'll have good regen. And then just wait until you can just get it yourself, or if they actually come to a more reasonable price on trade. Because Valborn Kikazarus is definitely going to be the item we're going to use for quite a while before we get like some really good items. And they are way too common to overpay. So just want to stress, don't overpay for those. One thing I forgot to add to the weighted sum, this is random, I'm just gonna go through random things right now. I forgot to add a rare jewel search to the weighted sum search, so I'm gonna try to add that today to the better trading. I'll put that in the notes of this POB for the day one update. And what we're gonna be looking for as we're progressing day 2 is maybe looking for clusters, actually getting some proper rare gear, Obviously continuing to level, get our 4 stones, stuff like that. That's just kind of the goals. Get out of here. Where do we go? Up maybe? Not up. To the side maybe? Not to the side. This is actually straight down. Holy. It's almost never that you go straight down with these to get out. Ooh. It's like a wound gift. Don't mind if we do. But right now you can see already our gameplay is just silky smooth, running through mobs. We're gonna add a pseudo explode, not really an explode, but feels kind of like an explode with the oh, what's it called? The Maven boots, Legacy of Fury. They add this Scorch explosion thing. That's gonna take us. We're gonna probably wear those for a while, so we're gonna work towards that when we farm Maven. And then yeah, right now we're just living life, having a good old time. These mobs right here are chaos, so we got to be a little bit careful here. I only have like 10 chaos res, but 7k mana, we should be fine. That is us getting some more completion. So yeah, this is the day 1 update of the character. Just to look at my gear right now, I bought a wand or a one-hand weapon with my rare weapon search, regular Kikazaru, Mind Spiral, Rise of the Phoenix, a Foulborn Kikazaru, a random amulet with some res, some really bad boots that I need to swap out of, belt with some res, Doadries, and then we have a 5-link Ivory. So yeah, that's the current progression of the day 1 update of the character. 11 hours played, 90 Atlas completion. I'm really liking this as a league starter. So much so, if there isn't something like super exciting, like that's new next league, I'm going to be very tempted to league start this, because this has been a breeze in terms of like, just get your Ivory and then you're just off to the races playing RF, and it's going well with big AoE. Can recommend. Biggest limitation, I'm going to stress again right now, very early on in the league, small private league, there's only about 10 people with Ivory Towers right now. I checked, there's currently none on trade. They're a T3, don't panic. They're going to start getting saturated into the market as the majority of the players start getting into maps and actually can start dropping them. Biggest limitation of a T3 like Ivory Tower is it's a higher level T3, 67 or so, 68 maybe, I don't know. Anyways, point is, until the larger portion of the player base starts to get into Act 10 and maps, that's when those start getting more flooded into the market. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this day 1 update of the Hyro Archmage, or not Archmage, the Hyro Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion. I'll see you guys next video. Hopefully we'll do a progression update for day 2, probably, when we make some big progress today. And yeah, take care, Exiles. Hopefully you're enjoying Box League. Peace out, guys.